Hi there, I'm Night Top Steel Brigade and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection, UK.
Hello again, and welcome to another action figure news video. And my goodness, we had a lot of it this week between Action Force, Valaverse and G.I. Joe Classified. Both companies going in with really quite good live streams this week with loads of figures to get through. So quite excited to go through everything. So we will start it off with G.I. Joe Classified because that is literally breaking news as of this evening. And all I've got to say is it would be nice to have a snow job. Yes, it would, because snow job has not gone up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse UK. So if we can please sort that out, Hasbro, because I really want a snow job. So they did some render reveals, some name reveals, all sorts of things today, and then some pre-orders. So we'll start off with what you can see on the screen, which is one of their sort of digital render reveals, which is Tunnel, I do believe, here from the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified line. So he's got some sort of dirt painting on him there to crawl through his tunnels. Night vision goggles and things added to him, so he doesn't look too bad at all. So looking forward to getting him in the future. I pretty much buy all G.I. Joe Classified figures if they're sort of individual named characters. So here's another version of the man himself, Firefly, who doesn't look too different. Just looking at my shelf now, does he look any different than the other one? I suppose he does, but I don't know if he's different enough for me to pick up. So there is a new version of Firefly, slightly more classic. TNI Toy News full of adverts here, so you've got some lovely adverts coming up on the screen as well. So that is version 2 of Firefly. And then Lowlight, who comes with his, I'm not going to say guns isn't my thing, so a sniper rifle, I'm going to call it. No idea if that's actually what it is, but a big rifle thing and a case to put it in. So there he is, Lowlight. And they also did some name-only reveals, which I've already forgotten because they're literally name-only, so until they actually become sort of proper figures, I do forget. So they announced Quick Kick, Big Boa, and Mutt and Junkyard. So looking forward to Mutt and Junkyard out of that lot there. So that is kind of their preview reveals, but we had a lot of pre-orders. So if I press this button, which should say share this tab instead, we should go over to Toy Arc with some of the actual pre-orders. So these went live this evening here in the UK at 6 p.m. That's 1 p.m. over in the States, I believe, in Eastern time. And we'll start with Scrap Iron and his drone. So this is the new deluxe price point, which is $44.99. Now, to be fair, under Hasbro's current new pricing strategies, you do get quite a lot for $44.99 on this one compared to what you would get in Marvel Legends, at least. So we start off with these ACBA shots of the drone out in the snow. It is snowing here in the UK today. Not very much in my area, but I've seen some other parts of the country are covered in snow. Now you get 4 quite big looking blast effects that do seem hollow and you can light up. So quite happy to get those in the line. I think I've had some fun with them, putting my LED lights underneath. Scrap Iron does have, it almost looks like Two-Face from DC to me, really. Yeah, they've gone for quite a scarred design on one side of his face there. His helmet he comes with, and lots of interchangeable missiles. Now, they did show that his blast effects do fit into Bazooka's bazooka, so you can put that long one there you see at the top into Bazooka as well. He did fall over when he tried to do it, but it does seem to fit. So with a bit of posing, that'll work well. So $44.99. This one was pre-ordered instantly for me. The amount of accessories with this one, yeah, really looking forward to it. For that price, Marvel Legends probably give us a Hulk. So there's a lot more there than just sort of one Hulk figure. So and probably Star Wars will give us a Boba Fett. Let's be fair. This is probably Boba Fett price point here in the UK. So you do get much more here. But I guess they haven't got a license fee, have they? So that's probably why. So there's a full load out there of Scrap Iron. So excited to get him. On to the next one then. So this is the Valkyries, the female Cobra troopers. Now this is pretty much the only item that I didn't pre-order, that was available to pre-order, that I didn't pre-order today. So sort of unnamed soldiers. I thought I've got to cut something out of the budget, so these two had to go. So they do come in a sale. I will probably pick them up, but I didn't do it at full price. You can army build these. These are $55.99 here in the UK. So sort of standard figure price for 2 figures plus an extra $5 for all the accessories that come with these two there. So you get some different muzzle flashes and everything. A lot of those we've seen before. I think some of these may be new, and yes, they're in the 3-pack that I never bought. So that is the Valkyries 2-pack available now. and here's the man himself. Here he is, dirty old snow job. And again, on the day that it's snowing, we just won our snow job. So Hasbro, hurry up and put this on the UK site, please, because over here in the UK, Pulse is exclusive for everything GI Joe. They took it away, unfortunately, from all the UK retailers. I know some of them do get import stock in on these, so no chance at snow job at the minute. So hopefully he does come soon. So you get loads of accessories again. He's £35, I think, in the US, $35. So I imagine that will translate to the same sort of £35 price mark when they eventually do put him up. But he comes with skis and he scored snow job. Literally, it just makes me laugh every time. I was like, how can you call the figure snow job? But it was the 80s, ladies and gentlemen. It was the 80s. So there's the accessories for snow job. The next one is Torpedo, then, sort of the diver, the fish man, as I call him here, with his flippers. So all of his equipment does come off, it seems. So you can have him under the water, or you can have him on land. Removable mask as well. Flippers. This will be really fun to display. I don't know how I'm going to really display this one. Then maybe I'll get a fish tank. I suppose I could see this one going into a fish tank display. That might be a way of doing it. So there is Torpedo. Again, he was pre-ordered instantly at 6 p.m. I literally watched a stream a little late and went straight on to pre-order just in time in case they sold out. Because yeah, looking forward to Torpedo there. And there's packaging. The artwork's not too bad on some of them. You do get a sort of more of a figure render on the front now than artwork, it seems, on that. So it's still not a massive fan of the new version of the Plastic 3 packaging. So on to the next one then. It is, of course, Copperhead, representing Cobra in the green. So you get there. Just look at him. Just going, he's green, isn't he? I don't know what to say about this fella. I'm lost for words. That's unusual, isn't it? He is green, and he's available now. So yeah, I ordered him. I really don't know who he is, to be fair, but he looks like a snake. So I suppose it's called Copperhead, because I think that's a type of snake. See, learning as I go with the GI Joe line, because I didn't really have any as a kid. Now over to rock and roll with it's giving it devil horns there. So I think he looks kind of cool. There's bullets all over his chest. Looks kind of Terminator style to me there. Nice to see a blonde beard. We don't get a lot of figures with blonde beards, do we? I don't think so. His little mobile phone, his little walkie-talkie there. Get him on the phone. I like the bullet attachments there you get coming out of the gun. So tattoos. So another good figure, really. I think this one. So he again was pre-ordered. That is rock and roll himself. And Shipwreck. Now, I was excited about Shipwreck. Shipwreck's one of my favourite characters from the GI Joe animated series, the Sunbow cartoon, which is how I sort of got into GI Joe, really, when these toys started coming. Just look a bit like Peter Parker there, doesn't he? Then let's be fair. Let's just take an interruption with the Sunbow, because that looks like a Marvel Legends Peter Parker head sculpt when he had the bearded Peter Parker head sculpt to me. And the parrot does have a peg leg now, so it can go into his into the hole on his arm, and he's got a nice hairy chest. But I do like Shipwreck, I say, in the animated series, so hoping Super 7 will do this one as part of their Sunbow animated line. I think Series 1 is literally hitting the UK next week, so I'm going to have a £200 GI Joe Super 7 build to come next week. I've won all these pre-orders, at least with pre-orders, so you don't have to pay up front. So delay these. I know there's lots of different shipping dates on these. I think US is saying September, and a lot of these say May for Pulse UK. So there is Shipwreck and Polly, interchangeable hairpiece, selection of guns. Was he the last figure? No, I think there was one more, wasn't there? Yes, there was Bazooka in his standard red colour. So we've had the Tiger Force version in the white shirt, and now we've got the red shirt version. So I did buy the white shirt version. It has just gone into the Pulse sale. But do I need the red version? I'm not sure. I pre-ordered him just in case, because Pulse is good for a cancellation. It's nice and simple with Pulse. So classic red, but again, I think probably Super 7 will do the classic red, so maybe I should stick with the white. But we've pre-ordered for now, and we will see. I think he was the last one today, wasn't he? Let me just check here on the site. Anything we've missed? I'm always good at doing misses on these. Let's go to a summary picture there. So that is the everything is available for pre-order. Okay, Snowdrop, not in the UK yet, but hopefully coming soon. So that's everything that's gone up today, totaling about $260 odd, I think, if you want to get everything. But that is G.I. Joe classified. So some good reveals and some nice pre-orders. So on to Valaverse Action Force then. So let me see if I can share the screen. We'll go in order. Shall we go in order? Let's go in order. Let's find the day one reveals. Here we are. Share this tab instead. Let me just share. And there she is. Oh, the internet decided to cut out there. Well done, internet. Well done, BT. That was very helpful of you, cutting out right on me. So I will try that again. So this is day one of the Valafair reveals. So Bobby Vala over on the Valaverse channel and on the 3POA podcast channel. I will put links to those in the description. Has had some great reveals for the Action Force line. So Action Force in the 80s was the G.I. Joe versions here in the UK, but Bobby's bought the IP and started his own line of articulated 6-inch action figures, and they're pretty good figures. They're over with my G.I. Joes in the cube next to them, and I did get quite excited by some of these reveals. So Eclipse here is going to be the Joe Fest exclusive this year, Warpath version of Eclipse. So she is one of the Series 3 figures in her war paint, and she looks mighty fine in her war paint. I really want this figure, but of course I can't get out to Joe Fest, so hopefully she will become available on the Valaverse site, as they do now ship internationally. As I got so hyped for some of these Valaverse figures, I went on there and bought the bloody Pandora, so she is hopefully shipping now over to me. So in a couple of weeks or so I should have bloody Pandora. So hopefully Eclipse will come as well. So what else have we got here through the day one reveals? We had lots of different gear packs. So they do the desert, the female desert and riot troopers here. So in the blue and in the sort of tan color there. I'm trying to avoid the sort of unnamed trooper army builders of Valaverse and just focus on the named characters, because the budget's got to go somewhere. Internet decided to be really slow. Come on, internet, we are filming this live, but not live. So here is one of their new accessory packs. So here is Eclipse, who we just mentioned, but in a regular gear, and the screaming face. So you get some nice blast effects. These are really good blast effects, actually. I use them on the Hasbro and the Action Force figures, and nice solid guns from Action Force, again in much stiffer plastic than sort of the Hasbro version. So I do enjoy a good sort of weapon accessory. Going to be some more gear packs as well. You can go on those basic troopers. So you've got your Delta gear pack, your Spec Ops gear pack, and your Desert gear pack, depending who you want to go. If you want to go with Desert Rat, to go with the Desert version there, or one of the Green Troopers, or one of the Spec Ops trooper. I have literally just opened this week the, as you saw at the very start of the video, the Steel Brigade Night Ops figure. So that was a really cool figure. That was Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. So here is Gemini, another figure coming into the line. I think Bobby was saying this was going to be Danielle, sort of the mixed martial arts fighter that's sponsored by Valaverse, but they couldn't secure the rights, so he came up with a new character design here for Gemini to go into the line. And we've got Killswitch herself, and I do like Killswitch. Hopefully, again, our Series 3 order will come soon to the UK. So I've got Killswitch on order. Again, this is the sort of gear pack version, so you get the big gun. Again, no idea on guns, so some big rifle thing, and a really cool sort of screaming head sculpt. So that's another sort of little add-on pack. I do like this Pandora pack. So on the front of the comic, she has the art where she's licking her lips there. So that's a really cool head sculpt, and I think there will be a bloody variant as well on this. Talking of comics, I know Bobby said that the graphic novel version of the Action Force comics will be coming out soon, so I'm really excited to pick that one up. I picked up issue 1 digitally and quite enjoyed that. So I'm more of a graphic novel person myself than single issues, so to have a graphic novel version of the Action Force will be pretty cool. So, and there's, as I said, the 1 in 3 variant where you get the potential bloody head sculpt. And then the rest of day one was announced in these weapons packs. So Echo, Foxtrot and Golf, as he's working his way through the alphabet with lots of different weaponry there. So there's one of the gear packs, all different variety of guns within these packs. So that was that big tin released recently, so plenty of weapons to go around everybody there. So that was day one of Valaverse. Day two was on the freeway. podcast. It is the ghillie suit, I believe it's called. So the sort of forest cover you can put on your trooper, so he can sort of lie on the floor there and be fully camouflaged. So I remember when I was a kid, I was on like an adventure weekend, and we had to have one of these on and crawl under things while they were throwing cold water on us. So that does bring back childhood memories there for me. That was it, I think, for day 2, and the big reveals that were on day 3. So let me share this tab here. My goodness, the Crimson Shadow Praetorian. Look at this fella, this robot. Oh, I was losing my shit when I saw this. This is brilliant. So it's like a combination to me of the ninja from Metal Gear Solid and sort of the Terminator endoskeleton in a army builder trooper with ricocheting energy shield blast effects and almost lightsaber crimson sword to go with it. So this is a really cool reveal. So looking forward to this coming out, and I'm sure there'll be some army builders out there for this one. I'm sure we're getting a variety of colours. Then there's going to be another Joe Fest exclusive, which is harping back to the retro 3 3/4 inch line from the 80s. So it's Tony Desert Rat himself there, done by Stan Solo, I think it says here, yeah, in the 3 3/4 inch style. So if you've got those old figures, that'll go quite well. And then Bobby announced the new bodies for 2024, I think he said here. So a new character in Buddha, I think he is calling this one, with the slightly different body style there, different body suits than what we've had previously in the line. Renders. He said was the Mexican character, which is Sidewinder. Really cool looking face sculpt, I thought this figure had, in a more open shirt look. But the one I was quite excited for was the big fella here, Atlas. So we're getting a much bigger body in Action Force. Doesn't look too oversized compared to the other bodies, but a sort of big beefy wrestler style character there. So there's a good image of all the new bodies together. So I am quite looking forward to Atlas there. All coming in 2024. There was a tease here. Looks like the Hawaiian shirt guy from Jurassic Park for some reason to me, but it is. Well, I think it's going to be like a giveaway or something with your action points. So if you've been cutting those out on the back of the boxes, looks like something is coming. And then we have the leader apparently of Action Force himself, Colonel Siege, that to me looks like sort of Josh Brolin sort of Cable with a big beefy cigar. So this is a really cool looking figure. Looking forward to getting Siege here, new jacket and everything on him. You've got your dual holsters there. But it's having the interchangeable, you've got the cigar in the hand and the cigar in the mouth. I've got a thing for a figure with a cigar, so I'm sure people are going to want to use this hand for Wolverine as well. So it's nice to see a cigar coming to the line. And then he was teasing about the vehicle release. So I think he said he's got the deal with Resvani for their vehicle designs here. So he's just teasing what you could be getting here. So he can fit up to six figures within the vehicle. And then there's missile attachments and things on the top and turrets to come. So I'm sure this will all be announced soon along with price point, but it's a cool looking big Jeep. I don't think I'm probably going to have room on the Action Force shelf for this one, but we'll see. If it's really cool, I might have to get a new shelf. So I think that about wraps it up really, everybody, for all the different reveals we've had throughout the last week or so. I'll just finish on sharing that tab there for the G.I. Joes in case anybody needs to get the pre-orders in. So yeah. Never really was a military figure collector until a couple of years ago, but yeah, some of the best figures out there really are these Action Force and G.I. Joe classified figures, so looking forward to getting them. So please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on all these figures and what you'll be pre-ordering and what you're excited for coming out from Action Force as well. So I have been Jay, this has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. Hopefully this could be one of the last videos on the crappy laptop, because we've got a new laptop coming, so hopefully that will make the video editing process a lot easier and a lot more smooth. So please do like, comment, and of course subscribe, as we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers hopefully here in 2023. So I will see you on the next video. It could be some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action, because my mate Ali has done some deliveries and there are more to come. I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.